Good morning. It's Tuesday. So I want to talk to you. Number one, to say come along to our Q&A. It's on tomorrow. It's Heidi's birthday. Put a little birthday cake. I'd like everybody to put a little birthday cake emoji. Anyway, I want to talk to you about people around you not wanting to talk about special educational needs, disability, and education, health, and care plans. Now, I created 7 Family Instincts, and it was all moving towards this path that we're on now, where, we have our membership and it's grown to a point where we're helping so many families who can afford the membership that we are now able to offer gifted memberships to people. We're helping so many families who can afford the £20 or £10 a month for 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, a year. We're helping so many of those families that now we can cut our admin costs, and we've got, automated tools, obviously, because I like to see myself as like an autistic robot. I actually do like that, okay? I like to feel like I'm a robot automating things in life. So we have automated things to the point where we're able to help people with the admin, like a virtual admin support, at a really, really reduced price to other organisations. And I'm not saying that because the other organisations are not good. There's room for everybody in in this system, but we have chosen to have a product and a service where we can help hundreds and hundreds of people and empower them to get the job done themselves, and also then do this admin support, which means that, when we're doing the admin support, we need to understand the HCPs, but we're able to do them, we're able to do lots of them, because we're not giving you a managed service like a solicitor would. We're not taking over your case. So you are in control of what's going on and you are empowered. Now, the reason that we did this and that I created this and that we now have Share, Listen, Empower is because, I'm acutely aware, and that means, I am, the main thing for me is about creating spaces where people get to talk about the things that they need to talk about. Okay, so we know that in the world of special educational needs and disability and education, health and care plans, there are many things that you need to talk about that other people don't want to talk about. Yeah, I'm going to pretend like, I'm neurotypical, so I'm not autistic, I'm not ADHD, and I'm going to a coffee morning, okay? It's a coffee morning from parents from my school, the WhatsApp group. They've set it up, this is not true, this is a game, yeah? Now I'm going along to that coffee morning. Now it's really likely that I could be the only person at that coffee morning who wants to talk about, say, for example, my teenage child not leaving their bedroom with their curtains shut, sat gaming with people from America, waiting for an autism assessment, fighting for an EHCP, trying to get an alternative provision for them. I'm the only parent there, and I want to talk about things which are so alien to the other parents. It's not going to happen. And if I do talk about it, people will look at me like I'm a strange species. They'll be interested and they'll be intrigued, but they won't actually be able to share with me that they actually experience that as well. There will be some. There are some times when you go to things and you think, no one's going to understand here. And then you have a connection with somebody where they've had the same lived experience. When I started 7 Family Instincts, I had started going to a group where there was lots of parents who had experienced domestic violence. And I connected with those parents, and I know those parents now. and they had a lived experience where I could say something and I didn't have to explain it to them. I didn't have to tell them, oh yeah, and then this happened. They just got exactly how I was feeling. Strangely, actually, the people that I connected with in that group are neurodiverse. They're either autistic or ADHD, and I've known them now for about 6 years, and we have all realised that we are that way. We had very shared feelings, and voices around what we had experienced through domestic violence. And, I'm aware that you don't get that often unless you go to these types of groups. So Charlie and I are really passionate about creating spaces where you can have your voice heard, where you can talk to people who are going to understand you without you even having to say it, okay? So in our memberships, we've got a membership for parents who are basically going through the SEND and EHC process, okay? There we're going to understand you. We're going to help you. We're going to navigate the process with you. We're going to give you the tools. We've got our Listen membership, where we're going to understand the things that you want to talk about in terms of your difficulty, supporting your child who has special educational needs. You can talk about anything in there without judgment. It's £10 a month. It's a confidential space for people who want a sidekick. They want a listening partner, okay? But you haven't got one. So you can come into that group. We have an education membership, which is for anyone who's a professional within an educational setting who wants to ask confidential questions, completely confidential, about what to do about a case, what to do about a child, how to help people. Because often you are too embarrassed to ask your colleagues. You're not going to ask, you don't want to look like you don't know these things. And you might also want to ask things which might set you aside from your colleagues. Maybe you have a different way of wanting to help people. You need someone to talk about that with. So those are our 3 types of membership at the moment. We've got the one for the SEND parents and the EHCPs. We've got one for people who they don't need necessarily the practical support with that, but they need to share, and that is our Listen membership. And then we've got our education membership, okay? We also have, for free, our Share, Listen, I've forgotten what it's called. Oh, that's good. Share, Listen, Empower, okay, our group. In there, we've got hundreds of parents. In the first month, we've got, 500-600 really active parents who are sharing what they're experiencing. Some of it's about special educational needs. Some of it's about who we are as people. We welcome everybody, whoever you are, yeah, wherever you are on your journey. And I'm going to be, I'm going to be out there now, right? If you'd class yourself as an autism mum, if you class yourself as an autistic parent, if you I should say identify as an autistic parent, if you don't know anything about autism or your children or your special educational needs of your children, you're welcome. Everybody is welcome, wherever you are, wherever you're coming from, okay? It's an open group. Now, we're going to listen, we're going to share, and there might be, we are not going to allow conversations which are going to be detrimental to people. But when we create spaces where we can listen to people, we can learn from each other, and we can work out new ways of moving forward, or just like having that bit of self-care where we feel understood. So that's what we're doing, and those are the places where you can find us. We understand that our admin support is not affordable for everybody, and that's why I took that word off. Now, it is seriously good value for money. We've not changed the service that we offer, but what we have done is we've grown our membership to such a point that we are now able to do these things for these reduced rates. And I'm talking massively reduced to what we used to do them for, because we've automated the process, and we have got to a point as a business where we can really, really now start to give back to people. So come in to our group. I'm going to put in the comments the link. Join us. And, you know, if you want a membership, any of those memberships, join up to the membership, find out what it's about. You know, we're in there. We've got really highly trained people in those inboxes, helping, understanding, giving you the practical tools. And I'm going to show off now, but literally, I mean, we don't track the statistics of how many people like achieve what they want to achieve, because it's not about that for us. But I will say to you, like, using our tools, we have had thousands of parents who have successfully won their appeals without any kind of other help. So £10 or £20 a month for maybe like 3 months, and they have won their appeal. Some parents are winning appeals, completely empowering themselves to do that. And then you're going on to then be able to continue on this journey where you're then able to, you know, feel empowered to keep doing that yourself. And, you know, you could be in our membership for a month, 2 months, or whatever you need. And then you can just come over and join us in the free group and just, you know, be involved in the organisation. But whatever you want, I'm flexible. Hey, we're here for you. Yeah. Charlie and I are going to be doing lots more lives. So I'm waiting. This is on my phone and I'm waiting to get a really, really cool laptop. So I'm going to be able to be online a lot more, and I want to be answering those EHCP questions. And then Charlie and I, every Friday, we're going to be doing a live where we're going to be talking about these other issues and these other concerns. And I will say it again, everybody is welcome. There is no judgment, okay? We are 2 autistic adults who have autistic children, but we are open to supporting anybody on their journey, anywhere they are, okay? Obviously, no abusive situations in terms of like, we won't allow abusive comments or any like, you know, extremely strange views about mean things. But, you know, join us. We're here for you. Have a really nice Tuesday. I've now got to go and walk a smelly dog, which isn't even mine.